welcome to India today. I quickly want to ask you, while growing up, which was the first film that gave you a sleepless night?
Um, Good question. Honestly, I think Poltergeist. Maybe.
Wow.
It's funny. Like I saw Poltergeist on TV, and I couldn't even like watch all the way through it. And I'm sure if I watched through it, I wouldn't have been as scared because you would get to the end and it's all resolved. But like I think I saw a piece of that and I was just so terrified. I just remember being really scared.
Absolutely. When something like The Nun works, I mean, it's work. It's a huge hit internationally. I come from India, right? The film was a big hit here. Also, the entire Conjuring universe, the way it has been set up. Talk to me a bit about how does that work in and play in with The Nun too? Because you've literally created a universe of characters and possibilities now, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think that's one of the things about that people are really drawn to in the universe is and just in the series is just the interconnectivity of it. And Maurice, who Frenchie in the first film, Maurice in this plays a pivotal role in the Conjuring universe, and we see his possession and exorcism in the very first film. We learn in the second film that it's the workings of Valak, this like demonic entity, and then we follow Valak into the first spin-off movie of Valak, and then now into this. And we know that as much as we love Maurice, we know he's on this dark path towards this inevitable exorcism that brings us full circle with the Conjuring.
The poster of the nun or just the physical appearance, those eyes lighting up in the dark room, it's become iconic, almost part of cultural phenomena now. It's become part of pop culture. There have been spoofs, there have been so many references to the nun in so many different films. What do you make of that, and when was the first time you realized this has become a part of pop culture?
Honestly, I think it was after Conjuring 2. I mean, it's like I think the nun just took off. I think that it was, Bonnie was an actor who was always, I think, waiting for this role. I think, she's been around forever, an incredible character actor. She was in Mulholland Drive as like the creature behind the dumpster. And it's this like one of the best jump scares of all time. Really impactful, but no one really remembers her for that. They kind of remember the scene, and she doesn't get the credit she deserves for that. Also, she had so much stuff on her face. It's like this was like a role where like she just kind of was like, perfect for this role. James was perfect in picking her, and also just picking the idea of a demonic nun. Like you're taking this holy image and then just subverting it and making it blasphemous, and casting just an amazing actor for it. I mean, it was like all the stars aligning.
On a side note, I want to ask you, did you ever bump into an actual nun, friends or family, and did they ever like maybe pass a note to you or talk to you about this film?
Oh, I actually just was speaking to a nun. One of the journalists is a nun, and she came to the screening last night, and she loved the film. A lot of Catholics love this. I grew up Catholic, and people of faith and Catholics love this series. I think they're really drawn to it. And I met an exorcist who works with a nun, a real exorcist, a practicing exorcist, and he advised on Conjuring 3, and he was giddy being on set. He was saying how, like, both of them, they were like, we love this series. And it's for so many people, this is faith affirming. This is really has such a powerful message about the power of faith and about God, and it means so much to them. So I mean, priests and nuns love this series. They I've talked to enough of them that like it really means so much. This is their superhero movie. They get to see themselves like just being awesome and being heroes.
Absolutely. My final question to you is that, for fans who are so eagerly anticipating the film, tell me how much have you pushed the envelope? Because from the trailer and from everything that we've seen so far, it's really dark. And when I say dark, it looks like you've really gone all out. What do you have to say?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, I think I wanted to make the Nun movie that I wanted to see, and the great thing about her is because she's supernatural. It's you can pull all the stops. You really can go wherever you want, and that gives you a lot of freedom just in making it as scary as possible. And I just jumped into it. I thought it was such an incredible opportunity.
Thank you for the Nun movies, and I hope this is not the end. I personally feel this is just the tip of the iceberg. So thank you for the film. It was outstanding, at the edge of my seat, and I'm really hoping and I'm really curious to see where this goes in the future.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for just giving me the time. And it was great to talk to you.
Thank you, Michael. See you. Bye.